Welcome, everybody. I am Barbara Bertucci, and I'm coming to you with a balanced life here in St. Petersburg, Florida. And it's my privilege and honor to have a great guest here today and to share with you some amazing, I call them hot new technologies that are ancient. so that's what I love. All natural, non-invasive, and uh, just natural. That's what we need. That's what we want. Okay. So I'm hoping this is going to work. Can y'all see this screen? And y'all see my whole computer too, right? That's okay. Because I don't know how else to do it. Oh, I know. One more way. All right, guys. Hang in there. Here we go. Active wellness. All right. So active wellness. That didn't work, did it? There we go. Yay. Okay. Active wellness is what we have in Nikken, bringing earth energy inside. And that's what we love. And that's what I've been with Nikken for 25 years. And I just don't even know the things that I've prevented by having these amazing technologies in my home. So this is what is amazing right now in the world. We have stress is on the rise. We've got this amazing pandemic, different things out there, heart disease, sleep, all this stress is the common denominator for all these things, diabetes, fatigue, the list can go on and on. And that's what I really want to underline, because we're not sleeping well. If you're not sleeping well, it just compounds. And if we can tweak one or two things to be better for us, to be a better human vessel, the physical part of us, then the better off we're going to be. And the more we're going to be able to feed our brain and feed our energy and have just a really great support energy wise. So air is important, and water. So there's so many things that we know about water. Imagine your whole environment. And when I think of that, I think of the greenhouse effect for plants, right? If a plant's outside, like right now in Florida, well, it has been raining, but there's a times where it's not, and it just gets dried up, and it's not healthy at all. It's the same with us here. And so the health trends, we've got to educate our children. Obesity is on the rise, and this is from 2010, so we know it's on the rise. As a matter of fact, when you travel and you go to Europe and Asia, you don't see as many overweight people as you normally we consider normal now in the States. So if we can get a grip on that, it can help our knees, it can help our back, and again, our brain. I'm all about the brain these days. So what's the answer? Be healthy by choice, not by chance. And that is what choosing active wellness, taking one or two steps to be healthier, looking at drinking water, not as a beverage of choice, thank you, Dr. Gary Linder, but as a necessity, as a nutrient for our body. Imagine that. So Nikken Wellness Home, air, water, sleep, light, nutrition, all amazing things that we do. Sleep is a third of our life. If we can impact that sleep, tremendous. Air, every minute. I mean, not even a minute. I don't want to hold my breath for a minute. So, but if you're not filtering your air in your home, then you are the filter. And when I first heard that, I was like, oh my goodness. But not only do we filter the air, we condition the air with negative ions, things that soothe us, calm us, help us to balance all and be the best that we can be physically. So active wellness products, here are the packs, here are the different nutrition, skincare, any nutraceuticals, which means pharmacy grade quality supplements. Our shake is amazing and newly renovated, newly revised, and just amazing with 20 grams of protein and less than 3 carbs. And we have water here and rest and relaxation. Anytime you see the word pack, you're going to save money. Okay. So here are the packs, and there's great savings with that. And you can always get with the person that invited you to get with them about these things. And what we're going to do now, which is my pleasure and honor, is to introduce Adam Niffen. And he's an amazing gentleman that has studied a lot. He's a trainer, and he's from Missouri, Central America. And he works with people, and he's been with Nikken for 2 years, but his field, he's been in his field for over 10 years, studying and working with the human body. So I turn it over to you, Adam.
Yeah, I'm mute myself here. Can you hear me?
Yes, very
Okay,
good.
awesome. Yeah, thank you for the introduction. So yeah, my name's Adam. I live here in Southwest Missouri. So kind of tell you a little bit about where I was at and where I'm at now. I grew up in a family of entrepreneurs. My mom was a pretty successful Mary Kay consultant back in the 90s, and she started a magazine. My dad owned a bindery. And so I grew up around business, from a pretty young age, and network marketing also. I started my first business when I was 21. While all my other friends were going out partying to the bars and things like that, I just decided to not do that and start a business. I was working for a printing company at the time, and one of my first mentors was in college, and I was taking his business textbooks to work with me, and I'd put paper in the printing press, and then I'd just let it go, and I'd go study business, and eventually I quit that job, and I walked out one night. It was probably one of the greatest feelings I've ever had, was to quit that job, and I was planning on going to school for business, and my dad called me up after I had already enrolled in school and things like that, and he's like, "Hey, you want to start a business?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, that's what I'm going to." I dropped out of school, and so we started from nothing, repairing and maintaining fitness equipment. I had no idea what I was doing, but that's how I kind of got started in the fitness industry. Is I just went out and did it. I was always pretty mechanically inclined and things like that, and I just had that. I had that hunger and that drive to be an entrepreneur, and so I just went out and I just did it, and I learned, and I turned that into a really successful business. Me and my dad, and in about 5 years, we had a team of 5 people, and we were selling fitness equipment in Kansas City, and but the thing is that at that time I was not healthy myself. I was living a life where I was eating fast food every day. I was always on the go. Stress was really high, and I got back into college full time, and started having falling outs with my business partners and this and that. Stress was just really high. And what happened was I hurt my back, installing some treadmills for a gym, lifting some treadmills out of boxes, and herniated a couple discs in my back. And I ended up going through what a lot of people go through, I think, with the doctors, the chiropractors, the medicines. I got severely addicted to painkillers, and ended up losing everything. I lost everything. I ended up, there was times where I was homeless. There was times where, just things got really bad. I lost everything. And throughout that process, I started waking up to what kind of life I was living, and I started studying, and I started seeking answers. And one day I just packed up, and I took my motorcycle to Miami, and what I had left, my cousin drove with me in my work van and took my dog with me. And so we just went traveling, and I spent about a month, traveling the country on my motorcycle. And at the time I had no idea what I was doing. Before I left, I went to my doctor and I said, "Hey, look, I'm done with all this. You can give me one more prescription, but I'm going a different way. I'm going to Florida and this and that." And he's like, "Well, there's probably a good doctor once you get to Florida. Let me tell you." I was like, no, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with that whole process. Just not working out. And so I just went, I think it was out of survival, just survival instinct. I had really no idea what I was doing. I just knew I needed to do something different. And so little did I know, going through driving my motorcycle through the pine forest and, in Georgia and so forth, and putting my toes in the sand on the beach in Destin when we got to Destin, and I got off all the medicine in Destin, and then driving to Miami, going surfing and relaxing, getting some sleep, getting out of the stress, get the negative eye. I heard I think it was Dave Johnson talking the other day about, the energy of the wind and the negative ions, and pine trees in particular, when the wind hits the pine trees, it actually splits the molecules and creates the negative ions and things like that. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I had no idea what was that I was actually connecting with the exact things I needed to connect with, which was the planet, to heal myself. And I had no idea about Nikken at the time. And then, grounding out on the beach in Florida, and I started studying, spirituality, consciousness, things like that. I started waking up to all these problems, of like, I've been in this industry that claims they teach people how to get healthy and fit, and for the most part they don't. And I still find that true today, being a personal trainer. But and so I started changing my diet. I started trying to eat organic and exercising, for the first time in my life, and so forth. And after that trip, I haven't had severe back pain.
No.
And so a couple years down the road, I still went through some struggles. I lost everything in my life at that point. So, it was a complete destruction and rebuilding of my life. And so a couple years down the road, I was introduced to Nikken. I was studying consciousness, spirituality, health, and wellness. For Nikken, and just started using the products. I bought an energy pack. I bought some of the nutrition products, a water bottle, and things like that, cocoon. And I went on another trip.
You took a second. It did beep out for a moment. It might have been my
Yeah.
internet. So I just want to make sure. So you took a moment and then you decided to invest in yourself and you got the products.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Got it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so, and I just continued on that path of trying to get myself healthy and back right, where, I always had this fear that I would never be able to be successful in business again, and things like that. And Nikken kind of gave me that opportunity, to start over and rebuild and build this strong foundation in my life where I work on myself first, and improving myself. And so I ended up traveling again, going out to California, and I was living in my car, and I bought the cocoon and I took it with me, and I was sleeping up in the mountains with the cocoon in my car, and taking KVV and stuff like that. And I was studying, the industry throughout that time. I would stop at gyms and get a free day pass and take a shower and get a workout in each city that I went to. And I just started thinking and really, studying and thinking, man, none of these places are providing people with a real chance to get healthy. You know what I mean? You go in there and they sell terrible supplements that are packed with sugar. They're synthetic proteins. The water fountain is just, there's so many different things that they're missing, basic stuff. And so I come back from California, and I went through a lot out there. I grew up pretty rough and rowdy. So, I
That's
I
all
ended,
right. So you come back and you're back
yeah,
to Missouri and now
yeah,
you're building and what so
yeah.
you're doing
So got things together, came back to Missouri, started building again, and started at the gym, personal training. I really wanted to, um, when you become aware of these things, all these problems in America and in the world and things like that, and you feel like you really find solutions, and like I did with Nikken, found real solid solutions to these problems. and real simple, basic, easy to understand solutions. I really wanted to go on a path of helping other people as much as I possibly could. And so I started personal training. I got back involved in the business that uh, me and my dad started. He had actually kept that business going. I closed down my business and transferred the accounts to him, and he created a whole nother business that he kept going. So I got back involved with him. We were talking a little bit last night about creating multiple streams of income. And so this time in business, that's what I wanted to do. I think that was one of the main places I failed before, is all my eggs were kind of in one basket. And Nikken kind of gives us that opportunity to have multiple streams of revenue too. But, and then, but it's all connected in the fitness industry for me, with personal training, with selling the fitness equipment. The wellness home fits perfectly into my dad and I's business, because we sell fitness equipment to people in their home. And so we're already there saying, selling them treadmills or home gyms. And now, so we're adding in some key parts that we were missing, and we can be really innovative in that industry with the Nikken products, so we're incorporating the wellness home into that business.
So you look good, your health is good, so you turn that around, right?
Yeah, it's complete, changed my life completely. Yeah, I'm really grateful for that. I'm really grateful I met Sajda, and she just she mentored me throughout the whole time. I was talking to her when I was traveling out to California, and she's always been right there to slap me in the back of the head and say, no, don't do this. And I would go and do it anyways and learn the hard way. And so great mentorship and leadership, and, with Nikken, it's just been an awesome experience to meet the people and to just live the life. And it is a lifestyle. It's totally a new thing. It's not just something you can, hey, drink this magic water and take this magic pill and you're going to be better. It's a whole lifestyle.
Well, and humans being more is coming up in August as well. And there are actually 2 of them, and they're going to be doing it online. Those things transform my life, coming up with the vision board, coming up with, like you said, studying and reading different things and creating can also make a big difference too in your growth. Even though I'm sorry you went as low as you went, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You definitely were down there, but it gave you a perspective that none of us really have, and a different type of hunger,
right,
and respect. And I hope it shift, and it looks like it shifted for you, a respect for yourself, for all that you're building and all that you are, is amazing. I know Temple says that if you're over 30, you can't blame your parents anymore.
I've heard that. Yeah.
The buck stops here, right? So
right.
we are the ones. We are it.
Yeah.
And so
I think my mom told me that on my 30th birthday. I'm pretty sure she sent me a text message saying that exact thing. Like, yeah.
Kick, what a great. So, in bringing it into your business, so you set up gyms and things in people's homes, and then building your team that way as well. Now, in Nikken, we do build customers, and we have a great customer bank because we want to be balanced that way. So, have you found any leaders or people to join you in the business? Or
my dad is the only other, and we come from a really unhealthy family. So right now my dad's in the process of getting healthy himself. He's like, he just started taking the KVB every day and eating organic again. It's like, hey, you got to go get this organic milk, mix it with your KVB and your Siaga. And so he's like at the very beginning stages of but he's the technician. So he's the one out in the homes repairing treadmills. He's in the homes, different homes every day of these people. So we've got, I ordered a package of postcards and things like that from Dave from Magnetic Leaders, and I got him passing out stuff. And so we're building. I have more retail customers than anything from working at the gym. I've got, more people are just buying the products right now than
that's perfect. That's actually beautiful, because you're building your base, your network, and then you're going to dribble on them and educate them, and they can
Right.
come on board in different ways. And then
Right.
when you do have a new person come on board, you can share about the packs or the bonuses that we have, or like right now, the 3 specials that we have, right? It's like we got one more day of the discounts on the, I'm not going to say, because
Yeah.
we're on a recording and it'll get out there,
Yeah.
but we have specials all the time and different things of amazing technologies, car seats, the Kinko Touch, the insoles. It's tremendous what we have,
Hmm.
and this little guy here transformed my life. This
Hmm.
back magnet, I suffered 4.5 years with a bad back, and I got my life back with this. So that's tremendous. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the packs that we were just talking about. And thank you so much, Adam. You did a great
Yeah.
job
Thank
sharing.
you. Thanks for having
And,
me on.
I'm just so thrilled to have you in my phone and my network of people, because I have 2 boys. I have 2 sons, and they're older, and yet you remind me a lot of my Steven. So, but here are the packs that I was talking about. So the water pack, we're over 75% water. You want to shift something in your life, get the waterfall. Every cell and fiber in your body will just be so thankful. But the pack saves you money, and it saves you about $50. It's like getting the water bottle for free, and you get an extra filter for each one of those. The energy pack, oh my gosh, it's our daytime products. It's all the things we use on a daily basis to keep us in that environment that Adam spoke about in Georgia and Destin and coming down to Florida, that we actually need it daily. And I think we probably get it quarterly. Or I walk the beach every week, so I'm getting it weekly. But the minute we come in and we have all these technologies and all the things, our energy can get scrambled and such. So we need our grounding pad, and we need the different things to help us. So that's our energy pack. And then the sleep pack, that's I call it a cocoon. You had the portable cocoon, because you're under the comforter and the pillow and at the same time. I like to add the eye mask, because it too is an amazing thing to just help you think of nothing all the time, and just get a really great night's sleep. Took me about 3 days to get used to wearing it, but it's an amazing thing. So here in Nikken, we love to say, discover it, live it, and share it. So become a customer. Get with the person that invited you to look at this and check it out. All we need, just like Amazon, your name, address, phone number, and email. But please do me a favor and buy from the person that shared with you this video, because that's how we do our business. That's how we become successful. And we educate you, and we link you to different things that are happening with the company, not Amazon. So, but that's just the information. It gives you a back office account with that person. If you'd like to have the multiple sources of income that Adam talked about, become a consultant. $99 the first year gives you the back office, the potentiality of signing up your own customers, and having some other perks that we have along with it. And then next year it's $79, and you get the tax write-off too. And then become an influencer. Really get out there, build, create. It's one thing to do this as a business. It's another to impact someone's life and the health of their life and the health of their family. You impact that mom or that dad, and all of a sudden they've got their life back. I call it the levers and dials. They can walk with the kids. They can run and go play with the grandkids. That's an influencer. So I just welcome you to, well, here we go. We help people along the way. This is how we do it. We share wellness homes. A little hand down here is a wellness home starts. And then all you're looking for is 3 people to build, Adam. That's really it. And then we help people along the way. And we do it in sets of 3s like that. Okay. But humans being more. This is really, really the base of our company and what we're all about. Helping people become more. I know that when I started, when my kids were young and little and that, I wouldn't be able to even do this right now. Okay, I had to rig my presentation, but the slides, but hey, there are ways, and we are doing it, and it's so amazing. And come jump in, check out the water. And I always like to say, kick the tires, because Nikken is an amazing amazing technologies that can transform your life.